Hello, everybody. My name is Hollow, and today we are playing Sonic the Fighters. Sonic the Fighters is one of very, very, very few arcade games based around Sonic the Hedgehog that were released that aren't just Sonic 1 or 2 loaded onto an arcade machine. Um, Obviously, it's a fighting game. However, also obviously, we aren't playing on an arcade machine. I am running I'm running the game off of my personal PS3. I finally have some reason to use my capture card. Only took us like 80 videos, but here we are. Um, the PS3 version is a bit better than the arcade mode. It adds one extra character, which I'll get into in a minute. And yeah, it gives you the ability to battle online, although obviously nobody's using it anymore. It's a I don't think it's PS3 locked, but like just nobody plays the game. You have offline battles, you have scoreboards, you have the arcade mode, which is what we're gonna play for today, because that's more or less the story. Honestly, this video shouldn't take super long. If you're not completely garbage at the game, you're able to get times down to like literally 5 minutes of gameplay. So if you just are semi-competent, which is kind of why also another reason why this video took so long to get out is because I actually had to practice this game so that way I didn't just eat shit the entire time. It should have been long enough to where I can cuss. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna quit stalling. Let's just get into the arcade mode. You're able to choose between different variables for like how difficult the KI is, how many rounds you go for, a time limit, how strong your attacks are. We'll talk about barriers in a sec and how the game works, but green is the standard, like, generic how the game operates at the very basic level. So let's just get it done. Before pressing start, basic plot, don't worry about that guy, is Eggman has built the Death Egg 2 and is attacking the world with that. Revenge of Dr. Robotonic. They messed up his name. So, Tails built a spaceship, but it's a single-seater. So, only one person gets to have it. Get 8 emeralds. Who will save the world? Between these 8 people. So yeah, it's Sonic the Fighters. You get to choose between one of 8 people for the arcade mode. Sonic, Tails, Fang the Sniper, Beam the Dynamite, Bark the Polar Bear, Espio the Chameleon, Amy Rose, and Knuckles. Because it's the character that's in the name of the game, we're going for Sonic the Hedgehog. First match, Knuckles the Echidna. Now, you'll notice that the AI in this game is both kind of awful and sometimes just has the mind of a god. I think they have a quasi-comeback mechanic to where if you wind up getting them down to red health, their AI increases in difficulty. Because 9 times out of 10, you could just beat the shit out of them, and then whenever they get to red, they'll start, like, mowing you down. And that was one match already. Also, Knuckles is kind of eating shit despite his actual character in the lore of the universe. It should have probably been like Tails or something here, but whatever. So yeah, a few things also about the game is the fact that there's like 5 or 6 characters that are not playable in the game, but all have their data in the game. Also, we're fighting Amy now. She has... her only real gimmick is that she'll throw barriers the entire beginning of it and then eat shit like Knuckles does. I'm doing this one combo where I just mash the punch string. It'll knock them into the wall. I spin dash, and that'll knock them up, and it'll give me opportunity to do a jump attack, and that's just kind of the main combo string you want to be working with. But yeah, there's like 5 characters that you could possibly have gotten, you know, could have been in the game, but aren't. You have Dr. Eggman, Metal Sonic, that weird Metal Sonic from the opening, which is referred to as Rocket Metal. He's just a cool dude, but he isn't shown anywhere else. And then, like, 4 variations of Dr. Eggman, and yeah. Also Honey the Cat, which is the character that was added back. He's like a reference to fighting vipers. This is Mark the Polar Bear. He's completely brand new and exclusive to this game. He showed up in Sonic Mania. So that's cool. You want to spin dash a lot near him, especially if you're playing this with Sonic. Because spin dashing will basically, his AI will pop up barrier, and then you get to shred through like 4 of them. And he's also really weak against... He's really weak against spin dash anyways. So doing that is highly recommended. But yeah, there goes Bark. Bark is the only... Like, there's 2 characters we haven't seen prior in the series from this game, Bark and Bean, but Bean is a reference to something. Bark is just completely original. Anyways, on to Espio in Mushroom Hill. Espio is probably going to be the first guy to give us trouble. Yeah, so Espio likes to actually be able to be semi-competent. Never mind, we got him. That was very close, though. Yeah, the real, like, trick is to figure out how to get people rid of all their barriers, and once you do, they kind of fall. Anyways, for some reason, they chose to make 2 completely new characters for this game, when Vector, Charmy, Mighty, Ray, and like 4 other people from the series past are here for them to add to the roster. But for some reason, they added Bark and Bean. I don't mind, they look cool. And it was time to finally fight Tails. There we go, nice. Also, why didn't Tails just build a bigger rocket? He has like an IQ of 300. Is he stupid? Maybe. But, yeah, there's Tails done. Again, this game is very quick if you know what you're doing. Total time of 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and we've already cleared over half the cast. On to Fang. And Casino Night. So just like with Bark, if you're able to, you want to get... Well, with Bark, if you kind of are having trouble, Fang is his owner, so he's going to be using his cork gun to keep you the fuck away from him. Spin dashing just completely negates all of his attacks. So yeah, use that to get in, and then he just does the Amy thing where he'll shield a lot. So, break his shields, do the drill. There we go. That was a bit close. Total time of 3:15. 41 too. On to Bean the Dynamite. Dynamite Plant. So Bean is our next... Bean is our... next... Ah, damn it. Quit it. As I was saying, Bean is our next original character from this. He's based off of a character from another SNES game. You want to make sure to kill his, shields quick. Because Because like I was saying, I completely forget if I said it before or if I just completely got sidetracked. I'm under a very short time to say so much. Your barriers are the only way to block. If you break them all, you can't block anymore, so you're kind of fuck out of luck. So be sure to do that. Oh, hey, it's a mirror match. Ew. Don't do that. Hey, it's me. There we go. The shields also let you, if you can, oh my god, I am fumbling so bad. If you do a specific input, the barriers allow you, if you consume one, you can choose to consume one by doing a certain input. It'll let you enter what's called hyper mode, where basically you're able to freely do continuous attacks. Bean will wind up doing that, and he is very good in hyper mode, because his entire thing is that he chucks bombs at you, as you guys saw. So he's just going to be spamming the shit out of those, and it's really annoying to get in. So you want to make sure to... He's the first character in normal difficulty that's going to wind up, you know, doing that to you. He's the first one that would wind up actually using hyper mode. We got all emeralds, we can now challenge Death Egg 2. So we get in the rocket, and we fly up to the bane of my existence, our fight against Metal Sonic in the Death Egg's Eye. There we go. Alright, the entire fight comes down to whether or not we're able to have a pissing contest with it better or not. So I'm going to try to focus. There we go. Okay, we win. We just had to make sure we didn't die there, because now, if we activate Hyper ourselves, we get to be Supersonic. And just, you know, not get hurt. Yeah, in order to get Supersonic in this game, all you have to do is not die once for, like, any rounds, and not die in the first phase of, or the first round of Metal Sonic. You have to win the first round, and then if you activate Hyper, you get to be Supersonic. So that's a bit annoying. But now we have him. So that's pretty good. Build time is probably going to be a little over 5 minutes. Death Egg 2 will explode in 30 seconds. There's Eggman. So that's fun. You only get 15 seconds to beat him. So basically, just mash the fuck out of Punch. As any character, honestly. I'm pretty sure that at the end of, during this fight, you get basically infinite hyper mode, just like if you're Sonic, or if you're Supersonic. So just mash Punch and you win. Death Egg 2 is about to explode. So we get the fuck out. There it goes. And for some reason, Supersonic still needs to fly the plane. But yeah, that is Sonic the Fighters. Again, there's a lot of stuff that I really couldn't talk about during it because A, I had to focus, and B, the game is just generally pretty short. Like, again, overall, we took about 5 minutes just to complete it. It's not that long. But yeah. There's a bunch of characters that weren't used. Like I said, you had the final boss, Eggman, and you had like 3 variants of him, plus the little UFO saucer guy that cloned us to make our Ditto fight. You have Metal Sonic, you had Rocket Metal, like I was talking about, and Honey the Cat, which was supposed to apparently be in the game originally, but they were added. Also, there they go. Get to put in our name. Oh, we just have a time of 4:48. Okay. H L W. Sure. There we go. Time under 5. Also, you guys get a hint at what my name is. Congrats. What the hell is going on with... I don't know what the fuck just happened there. That looks scary. I'm sorry. Thank God that there's a photosensitive, or there's a seizure warning at the beginning of this video that I hopefully you followed, if in case you're susceptible to that. That guy in the background there is another guy that's an unused character you can play as, technically. There's an official mod for the game. I forget what its exact name is, but I'll put it up, and I might even give a link in the description if I'm allowed to. It's basically just like a super deluxe version of Sonic the Fighters with some gameplay tweaks, I think, and it adds all those characters back into the game. Honestly, Sonic the Fighters is a good fighting game. I'm surprised they didn't make more fighting games like this. Sure, it's a bit bare bones, but they could have totally, like, developed more of this. I love this game, even if I suck ass at it, and getting Supersonic annoys me. But, I mean, yeah, this game is pretty good. If you guys are willing to drop, like, what, like the $5 it costs to get it on PS3, it might be on Steam, I think, or otherwise just emulate it somehow, you totally should. This is a good game. But, yeah. This is going to be the last Sonic game for Season 1 of the channel. So, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, you know, all that good stuff. And don't be notified whenever I'm uploading content and help my channel grow and reach new audiences. With that all said, my name is Hollow. Thank you all so much for watching. See you all next time, and I hope you all have a